Yes guys, I'm Si. Welcome to the channel, welcome to Cardiff City World. Here today to discuss something different, something I'm not used to discussing as a Cardiff City fan. And that is Cardiff City reportedly recently turned down a £5 million bid from defender Mark McGuiness, which is a really unusual thing for us to talk about, let's be honest, because normally the first sign of some cash, and the club has historically at least cashed in. I'd be like, look, I said in January, going way back now, we're in June, July now. I said in January that I felt that Mark McGuiness would get attention. He's like the perfect profile of player, early 20s, good on the ball, good defensively, physical, big, quick. Like, he's got all the attributes and the skill set, and is the perfect profile of player for Premier League teams, for top Championship teams, with a bit of cash to spend. So and he's a resellable asset because of his age as well. So it makes a lot of sense. I'd be disappointed to see the club sell him. I've got to be honest. I feel that there's other players within the group that we could cash in on that wouldn't harm the first 11 as much. And we'll talk about Calum Chambers and maybe him being the potential replacement shortly. But just on Mark McGuiness, even in the recent pre-season friendlies that I've watched, like, his passing and his ability to play the ball through the lines and take out 3-4 players with one pass. No other defender in our team, at least at the moment, where it remains to be seen whether Calum Chambers can do a similar thing. But at the moment, nobody else has got that ability to play through and take out a considerable amount of people. It gets you through the stages of the pitch quicker, gets you on the attack quicker. And I think it's no coincidence that last season, when McGuiness got injured, Cardiff largely became quite blunt and quite easy to play against, because we never really had the same purpose in our passing from the back. It became very sideways, backwards, because we didn't have Mark McGuiness in there. It marginally improved as Phillips kind of settled, but generally speaking, we didn't have that defender who was capable of it. And for me, I just believe that we could probably, I think, keep him and sell other assets in the squad. However, you have to be realistic. With Cardiff City and the PSR the way it is, FFP, whatever it's called these days, like, Cardiff can't afford to turn down 6-7 million for a centre back. They just can't. So I believe that once it gets to sort of 6.5 with add-ons, they'll probably take it. I'd be surprised if they didn't, and they kind of got to. It's unfortunate because they don't want it. They don't want him to go, but such is the kind of financial situation that the club finds himself in now, that we it's impossible to not turn down that type of money. And you can invest that back into the playing squad. Fagan Walcott, the young centre-back, has really impressed in pre-season. It would be a massive ask for him to be the backup centre-back behind Calum Chambers. Obviously, Calum Chambers has had a few injury issues over the past 18 months or so. So it would be a bit of a gamble to go in with Chambers and Gutas, with Fagan Walcott as your only other option as an out-and-out centre-back, because obviously you have got Perry NG, maybe even Romeo, who can kind of slot in there, but I think both are better on the right anyway, and I would argue that Romeo probably won't be here. But it's a tricky one. I think from a purely football point of view, I think most people would want to keep him, but from a financial point of view, you have to sell him. So, is Calum Chambers the answer? Is he the replacement, or was Calum Chambers brought in as a kind of utility fullback to, cover Perry NG if Perry NG goes, but also cover that sort of centre back area? I believe probably both, and I think that if McGuiness goes, we will bring in another centre back. I think we need 3 senior centre backs and then Fagan Walcott. I think 4 is okay, and then you've got other players who can kind of do it in an emergency. Calum Chambers is a really excellent footballer. You don't come through, and play the amount of games that he played for Arsenal at first team level, winning FA Cups, etc., and then going to Villa and doing well. You just don't play for those football clubs if you're not technically good. I think there is question marks sometimes over his concentration, and that goes back. I think it's largely he's got a bit better. Obviously young players make mistakes. I always remember he had a mistake in him at Arsenal and Young, and I think that'll be something to bear in mind, particularly new club, hasn't played a lot of football over the last year or so. So hopefully, once he settles in, that won't be too much of an issue. Obviously, very, very good on the ball, capable of linking up play, capable of stepping into the midfield, similar to how McGuiness does. Largely a fullback when he was younger, but remains to be seen, I guess, if he's signed as a right back or as a centre back now as he's getting older and maybe he doesn't want to be running up and down the pitch all game long. I can understand that, and I think he's got all the attributes actually to be a good replacement for Matt McGuiness if Matt McGuiness is sold. But we still will have to bring in one other, I believe. I can't see, looking at the squad, the defensive options would be enough without replacing McGuiness. So it'd be interesting to who they look at. I mean, with that money, you could almost afford Nathaniel Phillips, really. And I mean, not far off. But it's a mad price. But I always said him, NG, Ruben Colwell were the 3 most valuable assets in that squad for a variety of reasons, whether it's attributes, skill set, profile of player like NG and McGuiness, particularly because of their ages, and Perry NG's a little bit older, but I do believe Mark McGuiness is a real big part of how Cardiff City play, make no mistake, especially under Bullet. And I think if Cardiff are going to sell him for whatever price, they have to replace him, because there isn't another player within this squad at the moment who can do what he does, and we struggled without him. So it's a big issue. I just wanted to make a quick mention. The Flower Hour's on tonight, so I won't be on till probably Friday now. But just talking about the Penybont friendly, I was really excited by the performances of Capaccio and Raheem Conte, 2 exciting, technically gifted right backs, both of whom really pushed forward, but defensively were very good as well. And look, you can only play what's in front of you. Obviously, they will come up against tougher tests, but Capaccio was excellent for Wales under-17s in the recent tournament, and he didn't do his case any harm whatsoever. I see a lot of people saying that Callum Robinson, I've heard from a few people that within the club that Callum Robinson's working exceptionally hard. Should he be given a chance? If we're only going to sign one striker, I would give him a chance as a number 9. And this is only my opinion, some people will disagree, I still would argue at the moment he's still our best finisher, which is wild because we said that at the start of last year, but such is life. The manager's got to play him as a 9, because I don't think I think we'll have better options in the wide areas. We've got better options in the number 10. His best position will be as an out-and-out number 9. If he's got his head down, if he's behind the manager, if he's going to be part of everything, then great, let's do it. Keep him and play him as one of the number 9 options. If there's an issue there with the manager, then let's just shake hands, part ways while we can. But yeah, look, it's clear he's got talent, clear he's got ability, and I think if you play him as an out-and-out number 9, I'd expect him to score between 10 and 15 goals this season. That's how highly I rate him as a footballer. It's just unfortunate that he's fallen out with the manager. We've got loads of various videos coming up later this week, soon. We've got all sorts of videos. We've got a couple of scout reports looking at Sarmentio from Brighton, Al Hamadi. There was a third one as well, and I can't remember who it was. But obviously, today we've been discussing Mark McGuiness. Make sure you check out the Flower Hour. Make sure you check out Friday Night Lights for myself and Pan. If you've got any suggestions for scout reports, for video subjects, for subjects for myself and Pan to debate, whatever it may be, make sure you get them in. Drop them in the social media, drop them in the comments, and let me know what you think about Mark McGuiness. Is it a mistake to sell him? Should we sell him at a certain amount? Should we not sell him under any circumstances? I'm genuinely interested in what you guys think, because I can't quite decide. Part of me is quite concerned that we could potentially sell him, but part of me understands, you know, anything between 5 and 7 million, gotta go. But there we go. It is what it is. The joys of being a Cardiff City fan. I will see you soon. Until then, make sure you're subscribed, like, share, all that good stuff. See you soon. Nice one.